What's good? Osiris here, Critical Theory News. And Critical Theory is now on every day with The View. And Sonny Hostin has fully subscribed, and everybody on the set, whether they know what it is or not, this is literally critical theory when you look at everything as being racist. So that's not what she said is that it seems like Elon Musk's free speech, his version of it is for straight white men. And the only way that you assume something like that is when you look at it through the lens of critical theory. What did she say? Let's take a listen.
And in fact, on Twitter, it is predominantly straight white men. So when Elon Musk says, wow, this is about free speech, it seems to me that it's about free speech of straight white men. And so let them have it. Let them just go at it. I enjoy the block button on Twitter. I think it has a real outsized influence in our world because politicians and celebrities are on it. And in fact, on Twitter, it is predominantly.
The View is a hate show at this point. It's a show that does nothing but promote hate of fellow Americans. It assumes the worst of fellow Americans. It is a disaster of a show. And it used to be a good show. I never watched it a lot. My mom used to watch it. I would watch it with her. Another thing that pre-Trump was a lot different than after Trump. And now 2016 is when things started going a different way even more. But now we're seeing it ramped up again as we got midterms in 2024 potentially coming up. We're seeing a lot of different attempts to treat critical theory like it's a fact. Here's how critical theory, people who believe in it, view the world. Why did she say this? She explained her position by referencing a Pew Research Center survey published in 2019, saying that what was interesting to her was that only 22% of the adults 22% of adults are on Twitter in the world. It's worth pointing out that the study Hostin pointed to pertained to adults only within the United States, not globally. In that study, Twitter fell near to the bottom of the most widely used online platforms, beating out only WhatsApp by 2% and Reddit by 11%. So she's critical of Elon Musk by saying Twitter was about free speech, and then, like you heard, straight white men only. So she's taking a look at the statistics and she's saying, well, I think mostly straight white men are what's on the platform. So that means the platform shouldn't exist. If they have the right to speak, then the platform shouldn't exist to her. And this is a concept of equity. So she says straight white men. Why did she mention that? There is no one higher up on the totem pole of intersectionality than straight white men. So she says straight white men, they have to be brought down to make everybody else equal, but in their words, it's equitable. So the speech of the straight white men actually need to be muted in her eyes to amplify the voices of everyone else who's oppressed. Who's under the straight white men? Straight white women. And then they have their hierarchy from there. It gets murky after that. But this is promoted, celebrated on national television from a TV show that has nothing but women on it, which is perfectly fine. But a woman's perspective is no different or better. Well, it is different, but no better than a man's. So this is a way to attack a white male. You probably in this country are feeling a little bit different right now, and that's by design. I don't agree with it. I don't subscribe to it, but that is by design. This is not an accident. People celebrate this stuff. Yeah. Why? So think about it. Why is it okay for somebody on a national television show to smear straight white men? Why is that okay? Really, that shouldn't be allowed, right? You're seeing our society disintegrate right before our very eyes. And Sunny is going down this lane. It's getting her clicks, likes, views. It makes her protected. I think there's a lot of things that Sunny and I could sit down and agree on if she were to throw this critical theory stuff out of the window. It is not okay to single out straight white men as if they're some group to be ostracized. Free speech is not just for straight white men. Where did you get that from? Did Elon Musk say that? Prove to me where what makes you say that. A lot of Twitter is non-white, it's non-straight, everybody's in there. This is typical race baiting. And Sunny, I think it's pronounced Hostin, is she's just racist. That's what you just heard was racism. Like I don't know what to tell you. She herself has a lot of straight white men following her on social media and other places. But the message that she's giving to you, if you're a straight white man that follows her, the message that she's giving you is she doesn't give a goddamn about you. She doesn't give a goddamn what you have to say, what would happen to you. She couldn't care less. So follow her